What's up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna break down this BTC USD for you guys, and it's been wonderful. The trade took about 3 hours, about there's a 5 hours, but it's only like the waiting time was like it was the toughest time of this trade. Trust me, not even when after I entered the trade, I had no other issue apart from when the trade got to this point. I was contemplating whether I should close or I should just hold. And thank God I hold and held the trade. From here to here was 1 to 4 for me. Was another 1 to 4. Then getting to this point was 1 to 6. Was 1 to 6. So anyway, I'm going to break down this trade, but before I break down this trade, I'm just gonna say that I was having a discussion with one of my friend about trading. Then we're talking about the being able to wait for the right trade or having the patience to wait for the right trade. Sorry. We're just talking and it was like a lot of people don't talk about it, but it is the hardest part of trading because it's all about timing, being in the right trade at the right time. And I was kind of like contemplating that sometimes it's not even about your strategy, it's about also divine timing too, because you can know how what to do. Just like I watched the video and the guy was like, which I already know, the guy was like, it's not about the strategy, it's about who is implementing the strategy. I can teach you everything in the whole world. Even like the best 5 traders can combine their strategy and teach you, and you know it, and you will still not make money. Why? Because you are the one trading it. It's not them. So which is why you need to actually put in your rep. Like you need to put like a lot of rep. My mentor used to say that um I don't fear a man who have 10,000 of skills or who can throw 10,000 of skills when it comes to karate, but I fear a man who have one less skills or one skills and practice 10,000 times. Meaning that the one strategy that you have and you practice for a long time, it's gonna pay you more than you having to learn many strategy, because none of it is gonna pay you. Yeah, you might make money but you're not gonna be profitable. Yeah, there's a difference. You can make money but you're not gonna be profitable. That is the fact. So today I just wanna say that whatever you do, just put in your mind that trading is easy, but it's not simple. Sorry, trading is easy, or it's either way. I don't understand English right now. But let's just memorize. Let's enjoy this beautiful trade that we had, and I called this trade like about few hours, like immediate. I've been high in this trade since last week. That is the honest truth. I've been high in this trade since last week. I'll tell you why. Look at how many time did the market get to this point and break it? Multiple times, multiple times, and we finally got a break, which was on Monday. Well, we finally got a break, which was on Sunday, and thankfully, I was tempted to enter trade here, but something told me not to enter. Like the Holy Spirit just said it was not like. First of all, it wasn't my setup. It wasn't my setup, and at the same time, it was still early for me to enter trade because the market can still reject from here and just go up. Right? I needed the market to come to this low as it came, then come for a retest, and at the retest of it, then I can now enter trade and to look for a new lower low, which we are creating right now. So, without being said, it was a beautiful trade, but at the same time, you, you don't even like what I'm basically doing here is just like what I'm basically doing is just simple. We have, this was like last week trade that I took. I'm talking about this trade right now. The market has been creating highs. We have this low, and this, I don't know if I should count this as higher high, sorry, lower high. Then we have this lower high as the body. We have the market here. Then we have it rejected to this point. It never broke this point. It never broke this previous high, lower high. Then we have it, came down. Then the next thing is we should expect the market to come and retest the previous low, which was this. Then, which is the reason why I didn't enter here, because again I know the market wants to grab some liquidity after after which it was done, it will now begin the moves. And now why I close almost 80% of my trade. Why? Because I have this area. Market is going to react to it. Maybe we can get to push it here. Maybe the market might continue. Who knows? Because buyers took over from me previously, so I'm expecting a reaction from this area. And buyers took over from here. Sellers took, so anything below this point here, anything below this point, we might continue to sell. If the market, have difficulty in finding a breakthrough from this area, then we might see something like this. Then probably maybe we'll now go for another downtrend. With that being said, this is just what I'm looking for in 1 hour time frame. Then you all know that I analyze my trade on 4 hours time frame. So on 4 hours time frame, it was basically clean. This is a clean setup. Like, you don't have it. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to tell you that this was gonna sell. Like, yeah, there may be manipulation in the market. There might be like stop loss on. There might be weak. There might be, the market will always gonna sell in this point. So I waited. Again, it all paid off, and this is kind of trade that I wish that I can sell. I can sell something and just look like, just I don't care if I get liquidated, because in this point, it was a sure banker. Sure banker. You don't have to flex this for those of you playing betting. Anyway, it was a success, and again, reason why I opted out from here is I know there will be a reaction here, which is why we're having this multiple. If I go to 5 minute time frame, yeah, which is why we are having all this multiple market consolidation here. We're gonna have a reaction. So whatever happened after here, then we determine whether we're gonna continue this sell or we will be reacting from here. And you all know I enter my trade. You know, again, from my videos that I uploaded on my Telegram. If you have not joined my Telegram, I think you should go and join it. I saw the market. Sorry, let me go to 15 minutes time frame. So this was the low that we were expecting the market to retest, right? Perfect. This was the low. This was the low. So the reason why I draw this is so that you can see. Let me just delete this one first. Let me just delete this one. Okay, so the reason why is because look at what the market was doing. The market was creating. I think I should go to 5 minute time frame. Okay, so from here you can see the market was creating higher high, higher low, higher high. The market was just going this, and you cannot see this at once, so and you want to sell immediately. No, the market will stop you out. And for me, I'm not looking for a way that my stop loss is going to be fat, like beef stop loss. My stop loss here was just 5 pips. Like, how do I say it? I'm going to show you in a bit. So you can see that the market was just giving us higher high and higher low, higher and higher low. This was the previous high, right? And we needed the market to be able to break above it for the continuation of this trend, and the market is here to break it. So see what the market is doing. The market is changing from this momentum now. From this momentum, the market is changing, changing, changing. You can see now it's consolidating. Now it's giving us this happens to be the high, equal to this high, then giving us a low, a new high. We have a low, we have a high. So now at this high, this was the retest of it. I was telling you in my previous video that I uploaded that at the retest of it, I'm going to be selling. And which it did. And after it did, then look at what it's doing. The market is creating a new lower low, still same high, lower high, new lower high, still new lower low, new lower high, new lower low, new lower high, then boom. See how it's not easy, but it's quite simple to follow. But the consistency and the discipline to follow it through, like I will tell you what, right? I entered this trade twice, but I had to tell myself that this was not my setup. Like it was, even though 4 hours was telling me sell, even though 1 hour was telling me sell, I still need that entry confirmation because I've made like serious mistake in the past where I will enter the trade, even though it was telling the market was retesting a support, or sorry, was retesting a low, or was correcting and giving us continuation of the trend. I will still get stopped out, and the market will end up going to my way. Sometimes I will still enter, sometimes I will give up. But in order to stop getting stopped out unnecessarily, it is always good to enter the trade and be patient. It is not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still battle with being enter a trade impulsively. I still battle with it, but what helped me is just having to tell myself to analyze, like, is this my entry? Like, is this my entry? Is this what I'm supposed to look out for? If not, it's okay to lose a trade. I get to find out that it's okay to lose a trade, 2 trades. It's okay. What is not okay is having to burn your money, having to lose your money in the market unnecessarily. You don't only lose your money, you lose your emotional capital too, because we don't know that we have like we have two capitals that we must have to protect as a trader: our money, our emotions. When your emotion is fucked up, it can make you to second guess your trade. It can make you to just be wilding out in the market and be doing nonsense things. So you want to protect your emotional capital and your physical capital, which is money. So when you exhaust one of these, it affects each other. When you exhaust money, it affects your emotion. When you exhaust your emotion, it affects your money. So you want to be in balance to be able to manage both and use them effectively. So I hope this video helped you in one way or the other. If you are yet to follow my Telegram, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you need to follow so you can get news faster. And not just news, you can get any hobby that I do have about trading. And then if you're a new beginner and you know that you need to learn trading, I think you should go to my YouTube channel. I have this online YouTube course. It's free. It's basically give you the basics on how to trade trend, or my strategy, basically like price action, how to trade in your entry. All these things I'm explaining now is on the video, but I'm just doing this just so that I can be consistent in terms of showing you what to see in the market. And trading is just the way it is. You have to keep it simple. That's one thing I have to understand. You don't have to do some, like, nothing, like, don't add to it, don't remove from it, just don't change anything. Just apply what you're supposed to apply. Do what you're supposed to do. As simple as that. So without being said, I still have my journal. If you're a new beginner and you want to learn how to journal, my video is out. Like, I have my link below this video where you can buy. It's only $7, so it's not expensive. But trust me, this $7 is gonna be one of the best investments you do for yourself, because again, you know what journal is. Journals it helps you to reflect. It helps you to be better 1% than you had yesterday. So without being said, I will see you in another video. Peace out.